She says the good news, though, is that there's more social acceptance to the hurdles of mental health.
Definitely there's more talk about it now, more research and more resources open.
Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
And the preseason begins this afternoon for the Green Bay Packers. Today's game against the Browns in Cleveland is another step in the roster building process.
If you're looking for a position battle to hone in on, how about kicker, where the Packers have 3 on the roster, including undrafted rookie Alex Hale, who signed this week.
We always talk about bringing in competition, so we thought it'd add to the competition.
Head coach Matt LaFleur downplayed the notion that Anders Carlson and veteran Greg Joseph have underperformed.
He's got a big leg, that's obvious, and you're always trying to add value to your team and bring in more competition. It just so happens to be at that position.
Greg Matzik, WTMJ News.
Kickoff for today's game is scheduled for 3:25. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Siding Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 9:04.
You wake up feeling like you just boxed 12 rounds. Some wake up sweating with sore jaws, headaches, and a lot of our patients complain of brain fog. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula, and these signs, often joined with snoring, are sleep apnea symptoms. And if this sounds like you may have been in a struggle last night between you and this serious disorder. Many people aren't willing to fight back. But the fact is, you can't go through these nightly struggles without ramifications that each night chip away at your life's expiration date. I get it. You don't want to wear a CPAP mask. You may find out you don't need one. We have every effective sleep apnea solution available. And believe me, the mask is the last resort.
Solving your breathing triangle problem can lead to better sleep and a better quality of life. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Results may vary.
Hi, it's Rose Gray from Fox World Travel, inviting you on an unforgettable 2025 European journey. Travel in style, embrace beauty, and create memories with new friends as you visit our favorite destinations, including Ireland, Italy, Germany, France, Switzerland, Poland, Croatia, and more. Whether it's your first or your 10th time visiting Europe, you don't want to miss out on our expertly crafted group tours with Insight Vacations, Globus, or Avalon Waterways. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Let's explore the world together.
There are lots of reasons to want a big backyard, like growing your own vegetables, doing cartwheels, and relaxing after a long day. But here at Truestone Home Mortgage, we all agree that dog birthday party is at the top. At Truestone, we have great home loans, expert help, local dedication, and a focus on what matters to you. So if dog birthday parties are your priority, we'll bring the pup cakes. Metaphorically, of course. It's true, because we're Truestone. Truestone Home Mortgage is a division of Truestone Financial. Membership required. Equal housing opportunity.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Sports Desk. Big win for the Brewers yesterday and strong start to their series against the Cincinnati Reds. Final score, 8-3. Game 2's first pitch will be 6:10 tonight, with WTMJ's coverage starting at 5. The Brewers lead the NL Central Division. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving time-saver traffic. Nothing major across the Milwaukee traffic system right now. Not seeing any major slowdowns or complications. Wherever you're driving to should be a smooth ride getting there.
Traffic is sponsored by Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee. Milwaukee Mattress, where top-quality mattresses are priced hundreds less than premium national mattress brands. Found exclusively at Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, and downtown Milwaukee.
Your WTMJ 5-day forecast. High of 73 today. Should be breezy and comfortable, hitting a low of 52 degrees inland tonight and 57 by the lake. Sunday, a high of 78 and mostly sunny. Monday, to get the week started, a high of 80 and a slight chance of showers. Tuesday, we'll see a high of 80 again with more sun. And Wednesday, mostly sunny, couple clouds in the sky with a high of 81. In Madison, you're seeing temperatures like 61 degrees and sunny. In Green Bay, it's 60 degrees and cloudy. In Waukesha, 60 degrees, mostly sunny. Right here in Milwaukee, a warm 65 and sunny. I'm Jack Grau, Siding Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is approaching 9:08.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
A completely different show from last week. It was Libby and Colleen. Now it is Dayton Kane and Andrea Pratarelli. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Is it weather beautiful or is it still a little chilly?
So it's a little chilly, but you know what? I'll take that after the heat that we had these last 2 weeks. So
yeah,
it's a nice little break.
Going to be a beautiful day, 73 and sunny. It's perfect. Mid-70s and sunny.
Yeah, I'll take
if we
that.
could have that almost every day, it would be perfect. So neither of us were here last week. Were there any big reveals last week that we need to bring up again this week?
No, nothing big this week.
Okay.
I have something a little up my sleeve that I'm excited to talk about. Colleen was in last week. She's not in this week because now she's in Alaska. Rose is in, I think, Nuremberg today.
You can't keep track of where she is.
No, she did. She's back in France.
Okay.
She's doing a battlefields trip. So lots of good stuff. She's with her good friend, our good friend, John Bramage. He is the World War I and World War II expert that we use on a lot of our battlefields trips. So she's going to have some really cool updates and things to talk about when she's back next week. And then I think she's off to Ireland after that. So, oh my gosh, where in the world is Rose Gray these days?
Yeah, right. Exactly. So when it comes to Fox World Travel, let's give people a recap if they're just finding the show for the first time. What do you guys all do?
Yeah, we are a full-service travel agency, and we do everything from corporate business travel, meetings and incentives, to, on my side, I am on the vacation travel side. So we do all things leisure, all things fun, independent travel, group travel, kind of do it all. Our business side takes a huge chunk of what we actually do. There's a lot of business agents that we have. Corporate travel is really big for us, too, but I'm on the fun side. I like to tell our business agents that, but we get to do anything you can dream, we can kind of make happen for you and everything in between. So flights, hotels, accommodations, trains, tours, transfers, kind of everything you can think. Fun and sun is big for us here in Wisconsin, obviously, just because it's cold and yucky here in the winter, so everybody wants to get away and do someplace warm. And we have lots of those nice nonstop flights out of Milwaukee during the winter months, those exclusive nonstop vacation flights or charters to a lot of those warm weather destinations. Chicago is not too far for us, so a big hub for us too. But yeah, we do everything. Europe has been really huge for us. River cruising, ocean cruising, and again, just kind of everything is what we're able to help with.
You guys are one of the biggest agencies in the country.
We are, yeah. Typically for like a typical travel agency, we're usually in the top 20. This year, I think we're number 26 with Travel Weekly's like big agencies, but that's comparing everybody to like Expedia, all the big online tour operators. So yeah, we're up there. I love working for this company. Even though we're big, we still have a really great family feel. We're family owned, headquartered in Oshkosh. So it's a really great place to be.
FoxWorldTravel.com is a website, 866-GO-FOX-GO. The phone number, always able to connect however you want to do that. Also, we're going to get your calls and texts. That's what the show is about, Talking Travel. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ Talk and Text line. When we get back, we'll talk to you. And Andrea's got something up her sleeve. We're going to find out what that is as well. Thanks for listening to WTMJ.
Hey, boaters!
It's a boater's do-it-yourselfer's dream store. Kendor Marine stocks thousands of boat parts and supplies. Just about everything you'd ever need to keep your boat up and running. Whether it's common or something you think might be discontinued, you can bet on us having it. So don't be surprised when we have just what you need. I'm Dave Doro, and boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water.
KendorMarine.com.
Hey, boaters!
Some call them oddball parts, but we call them a huge part of our inventory. Dave Doro here from Kendor Marine. With thousands of boat parts and supplies stacked right here in our store, you won't have to look elsewhere. If you need it, chances are we got it, along with expert advice to get your job done right. Hey, boaters in the know exactly where to go. Kendor Marine, 57th and Ryan Road in Franklin.
Hey, boaters! Cruise to Kendor Marine. We got everything you need but the water.
KendorMarine.com.
These are powerful, FDA-approved pharmacological pain treatments precisely administered by an easy injection to the root source of your pain. Positive patient outcomes are over 91%. And we do this conveniently. The entire process is performed in office, so it's very easy for our patients.
Rejuvenix founder Richard Salinas, with the help of some of the finest pain relief physicians in the country, have helped bring their proprietary pain treatment formula to the forefront of pain relief medicine. Having performed over 100,000 pain treatments and counting, patient results have shown again and again that pain relief is possible in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees, with some patients' pain relief lasting more than 2 years.
We're in network with almost all major insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, and this could mean zero out-of-pocket costs for your pain relief treatment.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Gorgeous new roofs, showstopper siding, or classic brick and stonework. How about modern windows and regal doors that'll make your chin hit the floor? To a lot of people, having these things can really make them enjoy where they live. It makes them proud. But there's always one thing standing in the way. How do I make that happen? At Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, we have excellent financing options for most people in most situations. 12 months, no interest, no payments, and exceptional rates for long-term loans that will beat your bank with no additional fees or hidden costs. You can go to SemperFiRoofing.com to apply for your pre-approval today. We want to make any project affordable to almost any person, and we've gone out of our way to find partners that can help make it happen for you. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Ask about our finance options.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Maybe this little cool off will send people like scared to your website at foxworldtravel.com. Be like, we got to book our vacation for winter. It's already getting cold in August.
People forget how quickly it becomes very cold, and usually what happens is the first winter storm that we have, our phones start ringing off the hook like clockwork.
Yeah. Andrea here, Dayton Kane with you as well. We are talking travel, and usually when we text FWT to 855-616-1620, we get a link back. What's the link doing for us this week?
Yeah, I'm really excited this week. I know a couple weeks ago when I was on, I had briefly talked about a travel showcase that we're doing in Neenah on October 6th. And we did a save the date kind of invite out on Facebook a few weeks ago. But now we actually have the registration up and ready to go for people who are interested in visiting us at the travel showcase. So if you do text FWT, so that's F like Fox, W, World, T like travel, to 855-616-1620. You are going to get a link this week to register you for the Fox World Travel Vacation Showcase. And we're really excited about this. We have done something similar in like 2016, 2017 in the Milwaukee market. But what we do is we bring all of our major partners and our vendors that we use into one building for you so you can meet with them, see the offers that they have. We're going to have our good friends at Globus Family of Brands there. A couple cruise lines will be there, river cruise companies. So really this is a chance for you to get to meet them, find out what they're all about. We'll have hotel partners there, some breakaway little breakout sessions that you can go and listen to as well. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on October 6th. It is a Sunday. I promise we checked the Packer schedule. They play at 3:25, so you will be out in time to catch that Packer game. And it's at the Bridgewood Hotel in Neenah. So if you FWT to 855-616-1620. That will get you that link to register. You also can go on our website, foxworldtravel.com, and find the registration there as well. But I'm going to be there. A lot of our advisors are going to be there to be able to talk with you, listen to your questions, and kind of steer you in the right direction. Disney's going to be there, so it'll be a little bit of a family event. There's going to be tons of giveaways. This is a free event for anybody that is interested in coming as well. We'd love to have you.
All right. Looking forward to that. You can, like she said, find all the information at foxworldtravel.com. We do have a text here at 855-616-1620. And I'm going to let you tackle this because there's a lot of code in here that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, Date and I were looking at this one, and at first we were like, what is this? They're airport codes. We figured it out. So it looks like this person is traveling from Chicago O'Hare to Amsterdam with a connection in London Heathrow. And they are asking if they have to go through customs when they connect in London or just when they get to Amsterdam. Yes, you will have to go through customs because that is your first point of entry into a foreign or a international destination. So you will have to clear customs and immigrations there. They said they have an hour and 40-minute layover, and asking if they have enough time to retrieve their luggage. You typically do have to get your luggage and recheck it as well. I think an hour and 40 is probably pretty good, but you might have to hustle a little bit. Don't make too many pit stops along the way. There is if you're traveling throughout Europe, so there's an area within the European Union called the Schengen area. It's 26 countries. And if you're traveling throughout those countries, you typically don't need to go through customs or immigration again, which is really helpful. And typically, I think London, the UK is not part of the Schengen area anymore. So you typically have to clear just like a small immigration piece. You don't have to go through the whole customs again if you're going from London to Amsterdam. So that should save you a little bit of time when you get to Amsterdam, but you will likely have to do something in both.
Great question. We'll take more of them at 855-616-1620. That's the WTMJ talk and text line. You say you're on the fun side of the business. Ken is sitting here with us. Does she get to go on all this fun stuff, or do you go on? I mean, Rose is gone all the time.
She is gone all the time.
Do you get to go?
Not the cool stuff that Rose does. I usually have to do either like work trips. So it sounds like I'm complaining, but like in May, I got to go to the Riviera Maya and Cancun for a conference, and I stayed at two different hotels. We did 3 nights, 2 nights at the other. We were like wined and dined pretty much. Nice. So again, it's not a hard job to have, but it kind of gets to come with me on some. We're going to Mexico. We're going back to Cancun for Thanksgiving, and then we're doing some spring break stuff in Arizona in March. So she's been to Jamaica a couple times. She's been to Florida. Yeah, she's pretty well traveled.
You've been more places than I have, Kenna. I like it. But that's what's great too with family. We do a lot of big family trips. Yeah. So when you can do it with family and get people involved like that, it's awesome. My granddaughter, who's 2, has been like out of the country 3 times, 4 times. I have a ton already.
Yeah,
so.
It's such a good education for kids. And again, growing up in the travel industry, I got to travel a lot as a kid too. And my mom never had an issue taking me out of school because it's to see the world and get to experience new cultures and food and make new friends from different countries. Like I have images of my son, making friends with kids from the UK and playing in the pool, and then getting their email addresses and kind of keeping in contact. So it's a very cool experience to travel with your kids.
Very cool. Text just came in at 855-616-1620. Does your travel company coordinate bike and barge tours in Europe?
Okay, so up until probably a week ago for the barge part, I would have said no because I had no idea. But there are companies now that come to find out, because we did have somebody that contacted us that is familiar with barges. So actually, Lindsay Borlis, she's one of our virtual team members. She's in Virginia, but she can help anybody anywhere. She actually coordinated a very cool barge trip through, I think it was the UK. So we are familiar with that. And yeah, there are some really cool bike trips as well. That we have all sorts of different relationships with too, and it kind of just depends on what your style is. But yeah, there's some very cool ones too. So definitely reach out. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 866-GO-FOX-GO. Or you can definitely just submit an online inquiry on our website, foxworldtravel.com, and we can connect you with somebody who is familiar with both of those options for you.
The other thing you can do if you go to foxworldtravel.com, if you click on vacation travel, there's travel advisors there. So you mentioned Lindsay. So they could reach out directly to Lindsay if they wanted and say, hey, Andrea mentioned you on the show, and this is what I'm looking to do.
Yeah,
so.
all of our advisor bios are up there. You can see where our team members have been, what they specialize in, and you can pick somebody specifically. We do have a lot of team members. I think we have 52 advisors. So if you don't want to go through each individual one, there's also filters that you can specifically sort people out and then reach out directly to.
Great question. We'll take more of them at 855-616-1620. That's the WTMJ talk and text line. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Your drink, sir?
This virtual vacation is brought to you by Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. For the full experience, visit flymke.com to explore our many nonstop destinations. With super convenient parking and low fares, flying from Milwaukee makes traveling so easy, it's like starting your vacation early. Fly easy, fly MKE.
Monica, Sarah, have you heard the good news?
What is it? Joe Gerke says our new store in Bristol, Wisconsin, otherwise known as Kenosha, will be open this autumn.
Kessler's Diamonds is opening a new store.
Indeed we are. It's located off I-94 and Highway 50.
We should reach out and tell people in the area that we're hiring.
Monica, that microphone is on.
Tell them what we're looking for.
Do you love people? Do you smile a lot? Are you the person that all your friends come to when they need help or advice?
Kessler's Diamonds is one of the top engagement ring stores in America.
And we're also the largest employee-owned jewelry company in the world.
You're going to love working for Kessler's Diamonds.
You're going to love shopping at Kessler's Diamonds.
Diamond engagement rings,
Diamond tennis bracelets,
Diamond stud earrings,
diamond anniversary bands,
and big anniversary diamonds.
We do diamonds magnificently because diamonds are all we do.
To apply for a job or find out more about us, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, John Mercure here. CertaPro painters are the best in the business. I know they did my house, and it looks fantastic. Worry-free. Start with a free estimate. It's CertaPro painters. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated right here, interior or exterior for your home or your business. They're quick. They're easy. They're affordable. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. They're the real deal. I trust them at my house. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
You can find the Fox World Travel Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. About midweek, it ends up at foxworldtravel.com as well, so you can check it out there. Dayton Kane and Andrea Pratarelli here this week talking travel, and we do have that text at FWT. If you text FWT to 855-616-1620, you can get signed up and registered for the travel show. What are you calling that again? The
Vacation Showcase.
Vacation Showcase that's coming up in Neenah. So get your link there at FWT to 855-616-1620. So we have a lot of exotic destinations this year, kind of more varied than I've seen the past few years. But you've gone to New Zealand and Australia before.
We have actually. Rose went last year,
Yeah.
and she came back and said that this was her words, I'm using quotes, the perfect itinerary, and that she would not change anything. So we took her word for it, and we kind of duped up the exact same itinerary that she went on last year. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the highlights of New Zealand and Australia trip that we have going. It's February 25th to March 15th. That's 19 days, Dayton. That's a long time, but you are getting so much of both countries when you're going on this particular trip. I think something that people forget about, especially when they are looking to plan a trip to Australia, is that they're like, well, I want to do this, and they're bouncing all over it. Australia is the size of the United States. If you put Australia on top of the U.S., it is the size of the U.S. So it's not as simple as just saying, I want to go do Perth and then go over and see the Great Barrier Reef. That would be like saying I want to go from California to New York. So it's a big country. So what we do is we kind of take the best of what we know. We've used our good friends at Globus Family of Brands to put this one together for us. We have air included if you're looking to, and we have air inclusive packages out of Chicago, and we also have just land only packages if you have points or you're flying out of someplace other than Chicago. But this one is really great because, again, it really sees all of the highlights that people want to see. You're doing wineries, you're doing the Sydney Opera House. I really want to not butcher this word, but the Maori culture. You get to see performances, Milford Sound, the Great Barrier Reef, obviously. So much of it and so much more, obviously. So 20 days. Yeah, it is about 20 days. 19 days is a long time, but you really need to spend that time to get to see everything that you want to in both countries. And again, we took Rose's word for it, copied this itinerary. We have a little bit of time left before we have to give back unsold space, and we have a few seats left on this one. So if Australia, New Zealand was something that was on your bucket list, something that you've been talking about, now is a great time to explore that. Again, it's February 25th to March 15th. To find that trip and all of the other Fox group vacation trips that we have. If you go to our website, foxworldtravel.com, if you click on the menu on the little hamburger icon on the left-hand side and then go to vacation travel and then group travel, you can see all of the available offerings we have. And like Dayton said, we have a lot of different, more unique, exotic tours and destinations that we've done previously because we've heard from you guys, our listeners, our travelers, about where it is that you wanted wanted to go, what was high on your bucket list, and we took that feedback. So we have Peru, we have Turkey, we have Morocco with Rose, Galapagos with Rose, the Australia, New Zealand, Kenya safari, Egypt again, because that's always really a big seller for us too. And then obviously some more of the less unique or exotic ones too, but we have Hawaii is in there. I talked last time I was here about this, the national parks with Utah.
Yeah.
In the Southwest, that's very cool. A lot of Europe is on there as well. Some river cruises. Just a lot of really, really, really cool ones if group travel is something that you're interested in.
The cool thing about the new website, which isn't really new anymore, it's been around for quite a while.
A few months, yeah.
You have the full itinerary mapped out for you on every trip that you click on. You have the dates. You have each day-by-day itinerary. And then the photos that are on the website now are amazing. So it really gives you a good idea of what you're going to be seeing. And once you look at them, you're like, well, yeah, I got to go. One thing about the New Zealand one is that if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, there is a visit to the Hobbiton movie set.
There is,
that's
yes.
on that one as well. So a lot of cool stuff going on at Fox World Travel. And easy to navigate once you click on that menu button on the left. That's the key.
Yep.
That opens up everything.
Yep.
So when you first go, it's like, where is everything? And you click on that little hamburger, as you call it, and everything opens up. The world opens before your eyes.
Yes. Vacation travel is what we're talking about today. So that's once you get to that hamburger icon, click on the vacation travel tab, and then that's where you can find our advisors. That's where you can play around with some cruises on your own if you want. Look at our Fox Group vacations. There's so much to look at. And again, the pictures are beautiful and they make me want to go everywhere.
There you go. When we come back, we're going to talk to Brenda in St. Francis. She's on the phone. We'd love to hear from you as well. 855-616-1620 is a WTMJ talking text line. Fox World Travel Show every Saturday from 9 to 10 is when we do it. So make sure you put that in your Outlook calendar or on your Apple phone as a reminder to get you here. We are going to jump over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Jack Grau. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning. Apple phone?
Apple phone. iPhone. Yeah, that thing.
That silly little thing. Yeah. Milwaukee County getting 8 new harm reduction vending machines. 7 will be indoors with 1 outdoors, joining the other 11 vending machines already in service. These vending machines providing free access to fentanyl and xylazine testing strips, Narcan, medication deactivation pouches, medication lock bags, and gun locks. The county executive will officially unveil the new vending machines Monday. A daycare facility in Kewaskum is closed and 2 employees are facing charges after an investigation into physical abuse of children. Kewaskum police say the investigation involved multiple interviews with both children and adults. A 20-year-old woman employed at Forever Friends Learning Center is facing 2 counts of physical abuse of a child and 2 counts of failing to report abuse or neglect. The owner of Forever Friends, Crystal Hafman, is also facing a charge of failing to report abuse. And road closures coming for the village of Jackson. The Western Avenue intersection with County Highway P in Jackson will close next Tuesday so a culvert pipe can be installed. Drivers are asked to avoid the area and use alternate routes. You can find a map of the closure and detours on our website, WTMJ.com. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. Nothing too major across the Milwaukee traffic system. Couple spots we're keeping an eye on, though. 45 south at Hampton Avenue. That left shoulder is blocked due to a crash near Menominee Falls there. And then a usual suspect, 894 west near that construction zone, seeing a little bit of stopped and slowed traffic there. And your WTMJ 5-day forecast, a high of 73 and mostly sunny today, hitting a low of 57 this evening. On Sunday, a high of 78 and mostly sunny, a good day to round out the Wisconsin State Fair. On Monday, to start the week, a high of 80 and a slight chance of showers. Tuesday, a high of 80, mostly sunny, and Wednesday, a high of 81. I'm Jack Grau, citing Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
The Annex Wealth Management webinar series continues in the second of this 2-part series. WTMJ's Vince Petrano, along with Annex Wealth Management's Chief Economist Brian Jacobson, answer your questions on the ever-changing tax laws. How does the changing tax landscape affect you and your finances? Register for our free webinar on Thursday, August 22nd at WTMJ.com or text WEB to 855-616-1620.
Artwork, Especially original artwork can be pricey. But when you take it in on consignment from nice people like you who are just ready to change the look of their home, you can price it right. And you'll find a lot of it at Design Exchange. Beautiful frame pieces by a number of notable artists. And new ones pop in all the time. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Now these tend to fly off the shelves. But don't worry, because our connection supplies us with a lot of them. Vintage ceiling tiles from once great old buildings in New York City that make for ultra-unique artwork. These items are definitely hard to find from anywhere else around here. So come take a look, and you'll probably find a treasure. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
It's great to get back home when your castle grounds are grand. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a company that does just that. As in their name, your outdoor living can be grand and the possibilities are unlimited. Patios, decks, water and fire features, lighting, pathways, pergolas, outdoor kitchens. Unleash your imagination out there. Then turn Outdoor Living Unlimited loose. Travel the world and always come home to your dream destination. Start with a voyage to Brookfield's OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Now is the best time to sell your home. Market is ripe, and Grandview Homes will pay more now than ever before. Plus, we'll buy your home as is in any condition. No repairs or cleanouts needed. Visit GrandviewHomes.com for your fair cash offer today.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Thank you for joining us today. It is the last 2 days of the Wisconsin State Fair, so if you haven't gotten your cream puff yet, today and tomorrow are your last opportunities to do so. Dayton Kane, Andrea Prattarelli here on the Fox World Travel Show, taking your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. Brenda in St. Francis, thanks for holding on this morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
And what's your question?
I'm considering going to Quebec City in October for a long weekend. I wanted to confirm that I just need a passport, nothing else. And I also wanted to ask if it's necessary to be at the airport as if it were an international flight, which yes, it is. But do I have to be there 3 hours ahead just to go to Canada?
Yeah, you will need a passport, nothing else other than that. And what I would advise, I always talk about this website, but I would advise going to travel.state.gov just to make sure nothing changes prior to going. That is the State Department website. So again, that's travel.state.gov. And if you click on international travel at the top of that, you can put in any destination that you're looking to go to and check the validity of your passport, anything like that. So as of right now, Canada is not requiring your passport to be valid for any period of time. Like some of them, you have to have 6 months validity after your return date. But right now, your passport just needs to be valid for the time of entry and exit. I always recommend getting there at least 2 hours prior for an international flight. And earlier the better. I am that person that usually is there 3 hours prior, just because if there's so many schedule changes that are happening, not that this probably will ever happen again, but we had that CrowdStrike issue a couple of weeks ago that caused all sorts of problems and delays and cancellations. So earlier the better is always good for me, but 2 hours is probably the least amount of time you want to give yourself.
Okay, and then do you have any highlights or special tips for Quebec City?
I have never been, actually, so I'm not going to be the best expert for that, but I do know that they specifically have a tourism board website that you can go to just specifically for that city, that they'll do a lot of good must-sees, points of interest, things like that, so that's definitely what I would check out.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks for calling. Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620 is a WTMJ talk and text line. We have another call here. Let's go to Sharon in Franklin. Good morning, Sharon. What's your question for Andrea?
Good morning. I was wondering if Andrea knows anything about the coach bus to Chicago and back. We're taking an international flight out of Chicago in November, and I've heard horror stories where people stand and wait for the bus and it doesn't come. And I'd hate to be stuck in Chicago for many long time.
Sure. Are you talking about Coach USA, the one that goes between Milwaukee and Chicago? Yeah.
Yes.
We have some people that take that as an option. It definitely is the lesser expensive option versus getting, like private transportation to take you from one to the other. I haven't heard anything recently of concern. Again, it's definitely a lesser expensive option. You don't have to park your car there. I usually drive from Sheboygan, the Sheboygan area, and fly out of Chicago. And I always just drive myself because, again, I'm worried about missing a flight, not getting there on time. Because if something happens with, the Coach USA bus taking you and you miss your flight, then it's not the flights or the airlines, issue that you missed that. So you would be looking at having to rebook, obviously. So, we've heard good things about them for people who do it. I haven't heard anything recently. So if you're open to it, give yourself obviously plenty of time. Get there as soon, earlier than you normally would, just to be on the safe side. But the nice thing too is that it's not terribly far away. So if something does happen, you probably could, find a pretty reasonably quick alternate transportation to get you from point A to point B if you needed to.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620. That is a WTMJ talk and text line. A couple years ago when COVID was happening and everything was getting shut down, the ocean cruising, those ships got hammered.
They did.
Right? Like people were stuck on them, blah, blah, blah. And I know that for a while you couldn't even do it. And then it was a slow gain back. Are we back where people are cruising like they used to?
Cruising is so insane right now. It blows our mind because, like you said, a couple of years ago, we couldn't pay people to get on a cruise ship because of everything that was happening. And now cruising for us is up like 200%. It is crazy right now. I don't know if it's just because you do get a lot of destinations you can only unpack once, which is really beautiful. Yep. Cruise lines do tend to have really, really good food and really, really good service. These cruise ships now that are coming out are massive, and there's so much to do on some of these cruise ships that it really is just an all-in-one destination, and you get to travel to different places. And it's really good for people who like to be entertained a lot during the day because there are shows and there's bands and there's games. Oh my gosh. I mean, some of these big ships have like rock climbing walls, go-karts, basketball courts. Like it's crazy. So yeah, for those of you that have families, it's really great. Even if there are cruise lines that do definitely cater to an adult's audience. Virgin Voyages actually is adults only. They're a new cruise ship that I don't really like cruising, but I would definitely do Virgin. It's a very different experience than others. But yeah, cruising is hot right now. It is hot. Yep, for sure.
Interesting. All right. Somebody asked what is a website to register for Making Country's Embassy aware of your travels.
Yes, that is also travel.state.gov. Travel.state.gov, and it's something called STEP, the Smart Travelers Enrollment Program. I think I'm making that up, but something close to that.
Good.
And that's, you can just let them know where you're going to be traveling. So if there is something that does happen, they know where you are. They can come and get you. There was one situation that I'm aware of. There might have been more, but it was several years ago. There was something going on in Egypt, some turmoil in their country, and the U.S. put a level 4 do not travel, and they actually flew an empty bus or an empty plane down there to pick people up and bring them back home because they knew those Americans were there based on enrollment in that program.
Interesting. So yeah, definitely worth doing. 855-616-1620. That's the WTMJ Talk and Text line. Get your calls and texts in. Andrea's here to answer them. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
Hey, Wisconsin, Jim Bob Morse here. Get ready to break out the Bandito with El Bandito Yankee, the official tequila of game day. 100% blue Weber agave, award-winning, all-natural, additive-free, and the smoothest tequila Milwaukee, Madison, and Titletown has ever tasted. Get yours today at La Pina on 3rd Street or your favorite local store. Remember, you always win with the undefeated flavor of El Bandito Yankee tequila. And for events, recipes, and places for purchase, go to elbanditoyankee.com.
I'm Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we make your move simple and affordable. Simple, because all you'll need to do is let us market your home with full MLS marketing and show you all the homes available that fit your needs and your price range. Affordable, because in real estate, that's the name of the game. And 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission with no upfront fees is truly as affordable as it gets. So let's get your home on the market and begin your search. Benefit-realty.com. As a discount real estate broker, I'm often asked why we charge less. And there are a few reasons. We charge less because we can. Low overhead allows for it. Our low commission structure also gives us an edge over the firms that will give you everything we will, but charge you substantially more. And lastly, we charge you less so that I can sleep at night. I figure a fair rate for an honest day's work always helps with that. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. We've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. We have two big humps in this business, right before summer and right after fall. And for us, that's when the lines are the longest. Folks usually choose to do their exterior work during those times, and what I'm trying to do here with this message is level out the flow of business so that we don't have to disappoint anyone come November and December because they were hoping to get their work done before the snow flies. I understand where the focus is during summer, but you know what? It really is a great time to get signed up for your exterior work, like siding and windows, because that's when the lines are the shortest, and it's the one time that we're pretty sure we're not going to get any snow. So if you're looking to get your work done, why put it off? The lines are shorter and we'll be ready. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, call Semper Fi, because you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Indeed it is. Thank you for joining us. A high of 73 and sunny today. Going to be gorgeous, so make sure you get outside and take advantage of it while you can. Usually we're like 99 and sweltering at this time of year. 66 currently in Milwaukee. Dayton Kane and Andrea Pratarelli here for the Fox World Travel Show, taking your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. Let's go to Len in Jackson. Good morning, Len. What's your question?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning.
Two fairly quick questions. We are taking a cruise leaving Tuesday up to Alaska. One of the stops, obviously, is Skagway. We are there all day, and we are planning on doing a lot of the walking by ourselves. It's my wife and I, a 15-year-old, 12-year-old, and 9-year-old grandchildren. So what would you not miss on a walking tour on your own in Skagway that the kids would enjoy? And so that's kind of my question there.
Sure. Gold panning is always a fun thing for everybody to do. My kids were not there when my parents were just in Alaska, but they brought back the gold, and my kids were all excited about that, and they were wishing that they could have done it. So I think gold panning is kind of fun. That doesn't take very long. The White Pass and Yukon Railroad is in Skagway, and that really is kind of a not to be missed opportunity as well. That one will take a little bit longer. And I know, for a 15-year-old, right?
Yeah, 15.
Okay. Yep, I have a 15-year-old as well. So it doesn't sound that exciting to be on a train, but it's the scenery is so pretty, and they give you commentary and lots of windows. So that would be really great to do too, if you're willing to take a little break from the walking to do something like that. Dog sledding's in that area too. I know all the little kids are excited to see the puppies and things like that. Klondike Brewing Company is there too. So if you're looking for like a good lunch place to stop, they have really good food. That's a little bit more for the adults for the brewing side of things, but that's always fun too. There's the Skagway Museum is there. That would be something fun to do too. But yeah, I would really consider looking at that White Pass and Yukon Railroad, just because it really is one of those very, very cool opportunities to do while you're there.
Okay. But as far as the walking, you're saying like in the brewery, the museum.
Yeah, all of that. Yep. You can definitely walk to all of that for sure.
Okay, that was my question. It seemed like an easy city to walk in, and I wanted to be sure of that. So,
yeah, there's like 1,100 people that live there. It's a pretty small place. It's very, very easy to get around. So definitely some things to do and see if you're just looking to walk around.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Yeah, enjoy that trip.
Thanks, Len. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. We would like to take a Christmas market river cruise. What is a good itinerary for first-time river cruisers?
Oh, I love a good Christmas market river cruise. We've had several people who have recently been, and the last river cruise that I was on was with Uniworld, and I was there right at the tail end when they were setting up for the Christmas markets, and I was so bummed that I missed out on it. So, honestly, where I would start, I would look at Avalon Waterways. That is a really great river cruise company, kind of hits everybody's needs. They're fantastic. They have these really beautiful staterooms that have panoramic windows and panoramic suites, so they're really great. I would look at the Danube and I would look at the Rhine. Those are the two rivers that are really great for first-timers. My preference of the two is Danube. You get a lot of castles on the Rhine, but with Danube, you get a lot of countries. Usually you can hit 4 in a week river cruise, which is really great. And you'll usually do like Budapest to Prague or Budapest to Passau, Germany. So you can always extend on either end too. And Prague is great to extend to do a land tour, and Budapest is great to extend to do a land tour as well. So if you have a little bit extra time, that's why I love the Danube. And Budapest is such a pretty city with a lot of history and a lot of culture. So those are the two I would look at. But yeah, Avalon Waterways, that's where I would start with. And again, focus maybe on the Danube and the Rhine. They have really, really great Christmas market itineraries.
We have to take our final break. When we come back, one more segment, 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. It looks like we're talking about Japan coming up next on the Fox World Travel Show.
The Brewers are back at home, and we have sights on the division title.
1-0 pitch, and that's drilled out to center. Going back is Kelnick. At the wall, it'll fly!
It's the Brewers taking on the Reds. Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:35.
Field, that one was crushed. Back goes Young. Warning track wall. See you later.
We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
You're off to see the wonderful world, and then it's back to your own castle. Make sure yours is beautiful and up to date. Siding Unlimited, Wisconsin's best contractor for everything on the outside of your castle, welcomes you home to the best it can be. You should not have to worry about your home's integrity while you are away. Let Siding Unlimited ensure it with all the best exterior products. Hometown Siding Unlimited is recognized as one of the best contractors in America by the manufacturers of the nation's best products in siding, roofing, decks, and especially windows. They have the awards. Take the initiative, and Siding Unlimited will make you proud to come home every time, whether it's from an exotic tour or from the grocery store. Set up an appointment with Siding Unlimited for your castle renewal now, and we'll see you when you get back. Bon voyage from Siding Unlimited, and then welcome home. SidingUnlimited.com.
The famous Fox and Hounds restaurant in Hubertus is hiring reliable, hardworking cleaners. You'll make real money in a friendly atmosphere, working all morning hours. It's a great part-time job. Inquire today and start next week. FoxandHoundsRestaurant.com. FoxandHoundsRestaurant.com.
Did you know that the Inflation Reduction Act can save you thousands on energy-efficient updates like new insulation, siding, windows, and more? And these dollars are in addition to Focus on Energy rebates. I'm Randy Miller, owner of All Right Home and Remodeling and S&E Insulation. As Department of Energy Century Club Award winners, my team has the proven skills and experience to help you take advantage of these unprecedented incentives. Get started at ALLRITE-remodeling.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Take care of your vacation issues before you hit the road. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Isaac in the producer studio, always on top of things. We say we're going to talk Japan, and he pulls out Hiromi, the jazz pianist from Japan. Like you knew that. You just Googled something, didn't you?
No, this is a classic for me.
855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. Got a text here that says, our daughter just got back from a 3-week UW-Madison freshman trip to Japan. That was amazing. We've been planning a trip to Japan and Korea for a while for December 2025. Is that a good time to go, or is the weather going to be iffy at that point of the year?
So when they do have a winter season, which is January to March. It's a good time to go if you want to do like snow sports. They have hot springs that are there. So you will have like skiing and snowboarding and things like that. There's ice sculpture festivals and stuff going on during that time too. So it will be cool. Definitely a lower time travel wise, tourism wise, so you won't run into nearly as many crowds. Things might be a little bit less expensive. So yeah, if you're open to going during that time and knowing that it will be a little snowy, a little cooler, I think that's a great time to go to avoid some of those crowds.
All right, perfect question. Let's see, FWT. We haven't talked about that in a while. If you text FWT, as in Fox World Travel, to 855-616-1620, you get a link back. That link is going to allow you to register for the travel showcase that's coming up in Neenah. Let's talk about that one more time.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. We've done this in years past. We haven't done it since post-COVID. And so we're doing a vacation travel showcase. Like Dayton said, it is October 6th at the Bridgewood Resort in Neenah. Easy access right off the highway from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a Sunday. Let you go to church. Let you watch the Packer game afterwards, right in between the two. So should be great. If you've never been to a vacation showcase before, some things that you can expect. We have expo-style booths, so you can meet our top travel partners, get inspiration for your next big trip, talk to some of our advisors, get some questions answered. We're doing giveaways. We have prizes only for those that attend. So there's lots of great things that you could potentially win. You can meet our Fox group vacations tour managers. So like Colleen will be there, Rose will be there, I'll be there. I don't get to go on those fun trips, but you can hang out with me if you want to. We're going to have appetizers, beverages available. This is a free event, completely free, definitely family friendly. We're going to have a Disney rep there. So if you want to come talk Disney, we'll have some of those breakout sessions with some of those top tour partners that we just talked about. I know Globus is doing one. We have some cruise partners that are going to be there, river cruise partners, some land suppliers like our good friends Apple Vacations will be there. And again, lots of good all things to talk about travel. So I'm really excited about that. It's October 6th. I know it sounds like it's an eternity away, but it is almost September. Hard to believe. So something to get on your calendars. You can come and go as you please. And we just really want a really great turnout. We just want to talk to you guys and make sure we answer all of the questions, talk all things travel.
All right. Let's get people in touch with you. How do they get a hold of you? What's the best thing to do if they want to talk travel?
Yeah, so if you are looking to speak with one of our advisors on the phone, you can give us a call. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, and you can give us a call, 866-GO-FOX-GO. That will put you in touch with any of our advisors. If you want to just explore a little bit on the internet, give us some ideas of what you're looking for, and have us put you in touch with somebody that's the right person, maybe of what it is that you're specifically looking for. If you visit our website, foxworldtravel.com, in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a big orange button that says Let's Connect, and you can just kind of talk about your travel preferences, how many travelers, budget, where you're thinking of going. Maybe you don't know where you're going, but you just know what you want out of your vacation. You can put all of that in this online inquiry form, and that goes over to a team of our branch managers, and then they will kind of filter those out again based on who they think is the right fit for what it is that you're looking for. So that's a really easy way to put that out there, where you can usually get back within the same day if it's business, normal business hours during the week. So that's a great way. You can always stop into one of our branch locations. We have 6 of them, from Appleton to Milwaukee. There's several on the website that you can find under the Contact Us page as well. We would love to have you stop in. We do prefer appointments just to make sure we have somebody available. But again, we're very open. We have lots of advisors who can help you with that as well.
2 websites to know, foxworldtravel.com and
travel.state.gov. Burn it into your brain. I have sticky notes everywhere when we have new advisors that come in. I'm like, learn it, love it, live it. It's a great resource for all things international travel. Somebody texted in about that step before. I did verify it is Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. So great way if you're traveling internationally to put that in there as well. All sorts of great resources on that website.
Every time you bring that up, I'm like, I have to remember to do that before I go on my next trip, and I never do. I always forget to do it, and then I'll be down there. I'll be like, And then I'll jump
I
on.
usually remember at the airport, after I've
While
checked
you're
in and I'm
sitting
sitting there, I'm like, oh shoot, I need to
You're
register.
I tell
stuff.
everybody to do this, and I haven't done it yet. All right, big plans now. You're going to go get some fried lemonade at the state fair?
I was watching TikToks last night of that fried lemonade. It looked so good.
I don't understand how they can do it.
I know.
It looks
everybody
amazing.
was saying it was really, really great. But we're going to go hit up the farmer's market in Sheboygan, get some real lemonade there. But but it's a great weekend. Everybody go out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the nice, cool weather.
Awesome. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You're not back next week?
Rose is going to be here next week. I know. And then it's going to be, I think, Colleen the 2 weeks after that. But you get her for 1 week.
You get her for 1 week. All right. We do it every Saturday at 9 o'clock, the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ. Coming up next, Danny Clayton and the crew from Annex Wealth Management with Money Talk.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands.
There's a reason why we install Armstrong Air Pro Series systems. When your reputation is on the line, you pick the brand